There are many different ways that we're surviving versus thriving. And all we have to do is shift our intention, shift our purpose, shift into an energy of love, and then we go from surviving to thriving.
Introducing The Vixen Voice, a podcast for ambitious women entrepreneurs ready to move into their feminine essence, live their truth, and unlock their full potential. I'm your host, April Roberts, and each week I'll be interviewing inspiring women who decided to take a leap of faith to pursue their dream. Women who believe that they were born for something bigger.
Hi everyone. Today I have kind of a serious message because, I've been talking a lot about winning going into this year and how I can help you win. In fact, I shared the other day how someone pointed out to me what I really do is wire women to win, which I absolutely love this idea. But I want to get real and raw today with you, if that's okay, because I always like to talk about what I'm seeing. I'm a projector, so I can see what's going on with people a lot. Some of my clients are like, "Are you reading my mind?" I'm like, "Well, not really, but it's almost like I can see people's story." And I'm seeing a very collective story right now of heavy emotion. And I've been feeling this for quite a bit. I think you felt it also as you're out and about, right? And so I thought today we would pivot from talking about winning and let's talk about getting you from surviving to thriving. And some of you are jumping off right now because you're like, "April, I'm not surviving, I'm doing great." And I'd love to ask your permission. I'd love to invite you to put down that suit of armor and show up as the real you. And, this morning, I'm so blessed and honored because I've had 3 coaching sessions. One was an emergency session with a newer client who was having a panic attack this morning. And I literally had to talk her off the ledge, get her to something she was going to, have her show up and win. And I hate that she's in that position, but I was incredibly honored to be able to do that. And I'll share with you why. And then I had another coaching call with a client sharing with me how great already 2025 was, 8 days in, how she's winning in all these areas. And when I invited her to tap into her heart and into her body and into her soul so that we could really get to what she wants this year, because even though, we started working together in December, I haven't really gotten her to get solid goals down, which this is a struggle for most women, right? It's a lot of what we do at the beginning of working together is helping you get clarity on what you actually want. And when she tapped into her heart, she got very emotional and she realized there was a lot she had to release and a lot that she wanted more of, including peace, right? And then it turned out, incredibly well. And she just was glowing and beautiful by the end of it. And then I just had our Vixen Founders Collective, first one of the year. And, normally there's a number of us and one client showed up. And I don't care because I'm showing up for the person who shows up. So if there's one of you listening right now, I'm showing up. That is just my theory in life. When you show up, bring value, period. Otherwise, I just want to be enjoying life, hanging out with my family and friends, sleeping, doing things I love, right? But if I'm showing up, I want to bring you value. That's my goal. And so this third client that ended up getting a one-on-one session in our group coaching, she's just at this cool part of her life. She just became a grandmother. She stepped away from her corporate job, is starting her own thing. And and we were talking about things and she started getting emotional too. Even though things are great, there's just a lot of change going on. And it wasn't a bad emotion, but we're all carrying around a lot of emotion right now. And we women have been socialized to make it okay, juggle the balls, apologize for things. And I really want to invite you to step out of that and re-socialize yourself to step into your power. And here's what your power is: saying yes to things with intentionality, saying no to things that are not aligned with your purpose, right? Say yes to things with purpose, say yes to things with love. And the things you say yes to go deeper with these things. Because, look, I talk to women running huge companies. I talk to women just starting their business. I talk to women who are single moms. I talk to women who just became grandmothers. I talk to women like me who don't have kids and aren't married. And collectively, it doesn't matter what your role is, please don't judge another woman, because we all have our areas of overwhelm, right? And so I really want to invite you to step into that power of intentionality, purpose, and saying yes with love, giving grace to yourself, laughing at yourself, like having a little fun, and really loving yourself. And when you start doing that with yourself, you automatically do it with everyone else. And we women are such powerful creatures when we operate from this mode. And you may not have the emotional bandwidth to do that right now, and that's okay too. Because, I like to say I help women win, but I also love to help women move from surviving to thriving. And this can look like a lot of different things. It can look like someone who really is like, I don't know how I'm paying the bills next month, right? Like, I don't know how I'm putting food on the table. Like, this is what most of us think of as surviving, or, oh my gosh, I can't handle one more thing. So much stuff has happened, right? Like, one more thing is going to break me. But sometimes surviving is you've grown your business to multiple six figures and you got to level up, and you're just kind of in survival mode until you figure out that ceiling of complexity, right? Sometimes surviving is deciding to step away from corporate and build your business, and it's exciting, but you got to lay a whole new foundation, right? There are many different ways that we're surviving versus thriving. And all we have to do is shift our intention, shift our purpose, shift into an energy of love, and then we go from surviving to thriving. Focus on gratitude, focus on where you're winning, focus on what's good about yourself, focus on loving yourself. You can actually make this shift really quickly. I usually can do it with my clients in our 50-minute sessions, right? In fact, it doesn't take the whole time. It takes the beginning, and then we get to be productive in the second half. So I just really feel this is an important message right now, and I thank you for giving me the time and the space to share it. I want you to know that this community is here to hold space for you and to be a safe space. And if it's not, that person will be invited to leave if they're not creating a safe space, right? Because it's so important that we women show up for ourselves and each other right now. Put that oxygen mask on yourself first, and then support other women, support your family, support the people you love, right? But if you don't take care of yourself, your foundation is cracked. So, I'd love to invite you to go into a little session where you kind of sit back, feet on the ground. Again, I did this with almost every client this morning. For whatever reason, they needed to be shifted. And just close your eyes. I have my candle lit as I always do. So whatever kind of soothes you, if you want to put some music on, light a candle, and then you want to put your hands on your spiritual heart, which is the center of your chest. This is where your soul enters your body, right? And do your breathing exercise, box breathing, whatever kind of calms you down. Do a breathing exercise and really tap in. Tap into your deeper wisdom. Tap into your body. Tap into your heart. Tap into your soul. And feel your feet on the ground after the breathing exercise. Kind of go up your body. Feel where you have some tension. Shake it out. Feel your bum in the seat. Lean back against the seat. Don't lean forward and go mode, right? Like, let's lean back. Just let the chair support you. Kind of melt into it. keeping your eyes closed, because keeping your eyes closed kind of quiets our brain. And we need to do that so we get out of our head and into our heart, right? And just kind of sit there till you feel soft. You'll suddenly feel soft. For me, it's almost like I feel the blood flowing through my body. I'm just like so in touch and in tune with me. And that deeper self that resides within you, that never judges you, always loves you, just observes, just that being, right? The being part of you, not the doing. And tap in. And when you feel like you're in a good place, just ask yourself, what do I want more of? And the answers come fast. I'm going to warn you, keep your eyes closed. The answers come so fast, and it's okay. Do not judge, do not criticize, just see what comes up for you. What do I want more of in my business? What do I want more of in my personal life? What do I want more of for my health? What do I want more of for my sanity? So again, whatever intuitively the question comes, the answers come fast, and then just kind of see what comes up for you, but stay there. And then do the same thing. What do I need less of? Right? I had clients today that came up with they need more peace. They need more community. They need less busyness, right? They need less overwhelm. And just don't judge. When you open your eyes, jot down quickly and just kind of set it aside and come back to it, right? And just tune into you and be who you are. And when we do this, we step out our door and then we're kind to someone or we smile at someone because we're not surviving anymore, we're thriving, and we just changed their life, right? And then another person we're kind to and we change their life. It's absolutely the ripple effect. And again, I thank you for honoring me and letting me share this today and listening and taking in. I'd love to hear what's coming up for you. Drop it in the chats. I really want to invite you to be raw and real and vulnerable. This is how we shift fast, right? Shift fast into our best life, into that deeper life, that less busy life, that more peaceful life, that more productive life, that more abundant life. All the things that we want. And give yourself permission to want, because that's where the power lies. So the reason this is incredibly important for me is yesterday I was having a moment and I got on with one of my coaches and she was like, okay, what do you want to cover today? And I was like, what I need is for you to restore my confidence in sales. Like, I've been so much in the details of this launch that I'm not just being myself, where I connect with people, where I can really see what they need, etc. I need you to please help me get grounded back in who I am as a coach, what I bring to the table, etc. And I was kind of emotional when we started. And it was just amazing and wonderful. And I have another coach that really helps me that way. Last Friday, I was very vulnerable with her, and she thanked me on Monday for the vulnerability in the session. And it is such a blessing to my life to have these women that are there for me in those moments. And I prayed to God yesterday to put me in the places where I can return the favor. And I do that with my coaching clients. That's my number one priority, but I really want to do it with more women, which is why I showed up for you today to do this. And so if you tap in and you realize that you really are surviving and not thriving, what I'd love you to do is invite you to connect with me. There are a number of ways I can help you shift, even if it's just holding space for you in the moment, right? Like that safe place, or maybe honoring things that you're doing, pointing out things that you're doing well, where you're winning, or helping you turn a negative into a positive. There's so many ways we can shift quickly, right? So below, I'm going to drop all the ways. Number one, you can book a strategy session with me. I toyed with charging for this, but I got to know. I'm just going to do absolutely complimentary. So we're going to hop on the call. You might just need 30 minutes from me, and that's my gift to you. You might decide you want more, and so we could talk about what that looked like if we engaged into a deeper relationship, right? Working together. So I totally invite you. Like I said, I just thank God for the women that show up for me in my life. And I asked Him to show me more places that I can show up for women. And when I was praying this morning, it came to me to show up live here today for you and to offer you these ways that I can help you shift from surviving to thriving, or take your thriving and throttle it up a notch. So super fun. Love you all. Please, please, if you just listened to this through, rewind it, go through the exercise I invited you into your heart. Ask what you want more of and what you want less of, and really tap into what you want, because this is your soul's way of showing you your purpose. Again, we've been socialized to feel badly about wanting as women. I invite you to step into that power, want what you want. It's the time in our life for us to step into our power, be it entrepreneurial power, personal power, just our power as a woman here on earth. Let's step into that together, and I want to hear your wins. All right, everyone, have a great day. Love you all. Bye.
Thanks again for listening to the podcast. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to hit subscribe so future episodes are automatically downloaded directly to your device. And if you want access to today's show notes, including links to all the resources we mentioned, visit vixengathering.com/podcast. Thanks again for listening, and I'll catch you next week for another episode of The Vixen Voice.